No, but they just did they announce McGregor against Tyron?
Nah, McGregor's gonna fight Mayweather
first. He's gonna fight Mayweather
for sure. That probably won't happen until like after the summer.
Well, they said they booked something in July at that arena.
Where? The UFC?
Yeah.
For Mayweather.
For Mayweather Conor. I've heard that. I read it. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't see how.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Maybe that's the announcement or something.
I understand Dana letting them fight, but if I was Dana, I go, before you fight Mayweather, you got to give me one. That's what I was hoping. You got to give me one. Pick a motherfucker. Tyrone Woodley.
I think the money's too much.
It's not happening. Ball seems to be in like Conor's court with it. You know what I mean?
Because if they're both going to get $100 million to just show,
it's going to be the biggest fight in like combat sports, like biggest boxing fight, biggest MMA fight. It'll be this. It'll be both. Be big. Brings two worlds together.
Hopefully they'll have like an undercard with a little bit of both, a little boxing, a little bit of MMA.
Yo, could you imagine if they did a kickboxing? If they really agreed in the middle, like we're doing it on Mayweather's terms, the way they're going to do it, and in a real fight, Conor stomps him. Conor will kill him in like a real fight. Kickboxing and then boxing, you know, Conor's have his work cut out for him. Mayweather is a master, defensive genius. You know, he's not doesn't get hit much. So I say they meet in the middle and do kickboxing. Let him have some kicks. But Mayweather would never go for that. It's his way or the highway.
No, it's his day.
Because he's smart, like you said, like we were talking about before. He's calculated. He's smart. You know what I mean?
Well, he said it. He goes, for a long time I was the B side. Then I went and beat Pacquiao. Now I'm the motherfucking A side.
Yeah.
So, you know, now I get to call my fucking shots.
And
that happens in everything. That happens in everything.
Conor's doing it.
Here's my question, Mickey, because Mayweather's 49-0, and he has all the money in the world, and I know another $100 million is great.
Yeah.
But to risk 50-0, like that's why I think he won't.
I'll tell you this.
Like, will you risk that? Like, that seems like once you start building that up, I would think about it.
This
would you risk $1 million or 50-0?
And this is the best boxing fight he's gonna get. He doesn't want to fight one of those. He retired. He retired. He doesn't want to fight one of these killers. Like he's, you know, he got Canelo Young. You know, there's all these other guys that will give him a real boxing fight, but he's taking an MMA fighter and putting him in his, you know, his arena.
Now, I have no boxing experience. Are they looking at McGregor the way they were looking at CM Punk versus you? Do you think, like, is it that level of disrespect, or like, what do you think they think McGregor is?
That's something hard to say. I say McGregor poses on the real. McGregor poses way more of a threat than CM Punk. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a legit.
He's a great fighter.
But yeah, I don't know. I bet they see a lot of things they think they can expose.
Because every boxing commentator who comes on TV is just like, he stands zero chance, and that makes, I don't understand how that makes sense.
He has a puncher chance. We've seen that.
Chance.
But it's not a. It's on paper. Floyd should be a massive favorite.
Now, what weight would they fight at? Because
I'm gonna guess around 55, which for Conor,
55.
That's what I'm gonna guess. I can't remember exactly. Maybe look up exactly what Floyd fights at. I'm not sure. Look. He's somewhere 40s, 50s.
See, that's going to be the interesting thing. We know Conor's got great hands.
For sure.
We know that he's got great hands.
Conor has great kicks too.
I understand, but that's never going to fucking happen. So,
I know.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about kickboxing anymore. I'm just saying
a
thing that makes him so great at MMA is not just his hands; it's his kicks. So.
No, it's his kicks. But I'm talking about if he fights Mayweather.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
What's the whole thing? Mayweather's a master.
Yes.
Of getting defensive, but he's also how old?
40.
That makes a difference. Not really. Maybe your eyes, your movement.
You got that? Is he 40?
I mean, he's such a fucking great athlete.
Sure.
That I don't think the age
been doing
will
this
really
since he
make
could
a
walk.
difference.
You know, been here.
You know, I'd love to see it, but one part of me, I want to see Conor in the UFC. You know, like.
For sure. I'd rather see him fight the 55ers.
I'm a purist, man, and I don't like when they start fucking around. That's why I've been disenchanted with the UFC with the last 2 or 3 years.
I get it.
Because they started
totally
fucking around too much.
You're playing.
I like the purist shit. Number 1 fights number 2. If you don't want to fight him, then give it to somebody else, and that number 1 gets relinquished.
Yeah.
Whether you're having a kid, whether your mother's dying, it doesn't matter. You got to fight.
Yeah.
You can't take off 2 fucking years. You're injured, I'm with you. I'm with you, you know. But once you, like I've said 1,000 times, once you start doing things for one person, you have to do them for another. And that's when.
Okay, yeah. That's what Jim
pissed.
Miller's saying. He's saying you're holding up the whole 155 division, but you won't let anyone. Jim's like, I can't go fight a kickboxing match. He's like, but they'll let Conor do special stuff. That's his.
Well, if Conor fights,
but most people in UFC they're not allowed to do that.
If Conor fights, whatever his name is,
Floyd,
yeah, for $100 million,
sure.
Dana White's taking a piece.
Oh,
of it.
absolutely, they're getting a piece.
They all
they're
know
facilitating
that Dana White,
it.
yeah,
And, yeah. There's no getting them out of there. Yeah.
That's what gets him out of his next fight in the UFC.
That's why I think it's smart for the UFC to do it. Why not?
It's smart. It's 1,000 things. I can't call it. It's
a big fight.
Things.
It's history, I think.
So he's been fighting at welterweight his last few fights.
So what's
Which
that
is what weight?
I believe it's 51. Let me look it up. I don't know.
I do think that Conor's like a good size bigger than Floyd. Like Conor would be coming down to 55, and Floyd would be eating to get up to 55. So that's another thing that can make this a little more fun than it being the master versus a guy who's fighting outside his sport. You know.
And I think Conor can hit hard.
Heck yeah.
Conor can hit hard.
That left hand's
and Conor has a great chance against Mayweather, not just a puncher's chance.
Conor's got a good chin. I think
would it be 10 rounds? That's the other
think
thing.
So. Who do you think that's tougher for Conor?
After like 5 rounds, it becomes something different.
But 3-minute rounds, he's used to 5s. He's done 5 5s, and he seems pretty
now the
good.
ring's a little bigger than the octagon, correct? Lengthwise, and Floyd knows how to use that ring.
Yes, absolutely.
To his advantage.
That's huge. The terrain
huge.
You're fighting on,
yeah, the
is
terrain
huge.
is huge.
That's Sun Tzu stuff.
There's a lot of different things involved there that. Let's see if it even happens. Let's see if it even fucking happens.
Yeah, who knows?
I hate like predicting what's going to happen. What's the weight, Lee?
147.
You see, that's a toughie right there.
Yeah, he'll come up.
That's a toughie.
He'll go 55.
You think Floyd will come up?
Yeah. Hearing 47 confirms what I thought.
What does Floyd walk around at?
Floyd,
He's
not
tiny,
much more. That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
He's fucking tiny.
Boxers don't do the tremendous weight cuts MMA fighters do. They're on weight on that week in camp. They stay training at their fight weight.
Why don't UFC fighters do that, or MMA
because
fighters do that?
MMA has a huge wrestling influence, and wrestling, you suck as much weight down as possible and make yourself as light as possible, so you have a size advantage. You could be the bigger man, stronger man. You know.
But if everyone's doing it,
exactly. But now, you're right. Everyone's doing it, so everyone needs to do it just to keep up.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know. Yeah.
What a wild fucking world we live in.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see fucking people in a cage kicking and wrestling and shit. And there you have it.